Hi, this is Miss D at These Special Things. Alright, you guys, I wanted to share with you the experience that I've had with my Go Pressing Foil machine. Yes, and I watched a lot of videos. I actually tried it first one day, and I think I explained to you all that it's a process. You have to actually play with your machine for a little bit. I say once you start playing, run this thing through whatever machine you're using to emboss with, so that it would almost calibrate this thing to your machine. I think that was my problem initially, because I wasn't getting a clear image. I think I have some images I wanted to show you all where I wasn't getting a clear image. So I looked at other videos and they said, oh no, the foil doesn't work. The foil, they said that the foil that came with the machine did not work. And I was using that foil, and as you can see, I was getting smudgy images. This was my first go round. Very smudgy, huh? Well, I think it was the fact that I just got my machine and I started using it. And I took this and took it through a few times, not thinking about the fact that this would smear. Well, then I ordered the ToDo Foil, okay? And the ToDo Foil. And this is the ToDo Foil, and I ordered it from Create and Craft, okay? This foil, I bet you it's the same foil as the other foil. Well, anyway, I went ahead and I got the foil over the weekend, and I said, let me try it again. Well, I tried it again, and guess what, you guys? This foil works. There's an image. I made a card front, and there is an image of the foil that came with the machine. Works perfectly. You can see all the shimmer and this, that, or the other. So yeah, that works. So then I said, let me try this dye. It's really this dye that came. I actually ordered it from what's the name of it? Create and Craft, and it was a foil like this. And I actually came up with this dye right here. This is actually also using the foil that came with the machine. So, okay, it was me. I say, it was me. I am going to do another one of these images right here, and I'm going to put these, emboss these on envelopes. I'm going to do it on these cards. The cards that I'm using are these box of cards. Check your stash, people. You have them. These were probably way back when. I can't tell you when, but they came out with these cards. I'm going to actually put, I want a bright card. That's yeah, and they're just in a lot of colors, and they're rick-racks, and some of them are just some of the colors are, I used this for something, I don't know what it was, and I'm going to try it so that I could get some really dark images. I am also, because I tried the ToDo Foil, and it works great too, but when I purchased it, I could only purchase the let's see, the ToDo. I think they had the vintage. That's all they had were the vintage collection, and they came in 4 rolls. So this is all they had. I think I ordered about 5 packages of them, so I get to play a lot. Yeah, and they work. The colors are very vibrant, so they work really well. But I want to use the foils that actually came with the machine And the reason I'm using this is because I really want to show you how well this foil works. So let me find my scissors that I'm cutting this with. So I'm going to cut a piece off of here. And if you're using a small piece, I would advise you to just use enough that covers your die. What I'm doing here is I'm actually going to put this in my machine, and once that light starts blinking, it's blinking red now. I don't know if you can see it. I'm touching it. It's blinking red. Let me move this stuff off my desk. Yeah, can you see it now? It's blinking red, and it'll keep blinking red until it gets hot enough. As you can see here on my dies, I actually turned the paper the wrong way. When you put your paper down, make sure the color is facing down and your foil part is facing you. So if it's not facing you, it's wrong. If the foil part, or this part in this case, this is not really foil, it doesn't look like it, but it's some kind of yeah, adhesive or whatever that makes this stick to your paper. Okay, the heat actually does that. So yes, I have it here, and I'm waiting for this light to turn green. Okay, so once that light turns green, I'm going to take it. I want a pretty color. Let me get another pink, this color, okay, you guys? And then I'll do a gold on this color, because all of them are so pretty. But, yeah, I didn't have to, let's see, I didn't have to jimmy rig my machine or place books on top of it or stand on it or anything like that. So I was pleasantly pleased. I really did not have to buy those other foils, but it's great to have extras, right? I just want to show you, and I could hear it when it clicked. The machine is actually hot. I could feel that it's warm. Okay, so when you put, and I leave the dies on there so that they can warm up at the same time. And when you put your dies on there, make sure the flat part is facing down and the embossing part is facing you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on there, and I am going to, that means the full part right here is facing me. I'm going to take this piece of paper, and because I know where I have the end of my die set, I'm going to measure it. I'm going to actually put it on using that measurement. This die is a little big for these cards, so it's going to be at about a 1/2 inch on this scale, and over here it'll probably go a little over the scale. And then I'm going to take this shim that I'm using, no other pieces, just this shim, this piece of paper right here, and I'm going to place it on the top, making sure this doesn't move all that much. I am going to, you could use washi tape if you want to hold this down. I'm trying to get used to not using it. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. I'm going to let it get a little warm there, closed. And then I'm just going to pull this out. For me, this is a little hard to pull out because I have issues with my little wrist. Yeah, so here you are. I'm going to take this, and I'm using my Evolution, okay, because I can actually put the tension on it that I want. And I'm just going to, I'm slowly rolling this through. I hope you all can hear me. I'm slowly rolling it through. I have mine set on, I think it is on, what is this? I think it's the paper, and I have it set on number 8. You can actually put your machine on letterpress if you want, but I have mine set at the normal, what I usually use. So then I'm going to bring it back over here, and I'm going to pull this up. Okay, my shim just goes back with it. And then I'm going to pull this up, and I can see that it actually embossed. And I'm going to pull it up. And because this has designs in it, it does take all of the, as you can see, it takes just about all of the designs with this pink paper. I want to do this again with the gold so that you can see how well this is the pink. And because if this was flat paper, just smooth paper, you would see all that pink in there. Here's the gold. It came out like that. I want to do it again using the gold, and I'm going to do it on this gray looking piece of paper, okay you guys, so that you can see that your regular colors that come with the machine actually work, and that you can see how to do this. I've laid these dies down like this. Now it comes with a little thong thing that you could pick up once you take these off here, but it's not, by the time you get ready to take it off, it isn't really that super hot. I'm setting this up at a half because these cards that I'm using, as you can see, they have a little, they're just about the same size as that paper, but not quite. So I'm going to take a piece of this and kind of measure it, and I'm using the entire sheet because I don't want it to, hold on one second, I don't want it to move and not get all of the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and I'm going to make sure it connects to these little things right here. Yeah. So I'm going to make sure it connects. And then when you see this light turn green, it's ready to emboss. But aren't these cute? Look at that. Yes, I'm just so happy. And I took this and I pop dotted the other embossed piece, this flower here. And it took me a minute to figure it out, but I finally got it. And I just remember every time I do it, I could actually hear that click when I'm ready. So I can actually hear this. I'm going to do the same thing to these cards. I'm going to do the edges. I even did one where I did the butterfly, and the gold actually got on the card, and I wanted to use it because it looked like I distressed it. But then I couldn't make the machine purposely do it again. As you can see, I can't make the machine do that. I think if I put the die back in there and let the paper hang over, it'll actually distress the paper like this. I wanted it to do it in spots, but I couldn't. Okay, so my machine now turns green, and I'm gonna take this paper, and always remember color side. The color side, which way? I'll keep saying it and then I forget. The color side down, because you want the foil to face you so that you're able to get that image on the card. So then you're going to place it down. I've measured it, so I know I have my card start at 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to take my embossing folder. After a while, you either want to flip it or you want to get a new one. I'm gonna lay this down. Yep. I'm gonna push it out. I'm gonna take it and run it through my embossing machine. I'm using, my Big Shot. It's not a Big Shot. This is an Evolution. And I'm gonna slowly run it through. And sometimes you might, I found when I did the first one, I got the smears because I kept running it through over and over again. You may not want to do that because it will smear your foil. So I ran it through one good time, and I'm going to pick this up. This is my shim, and when I pick this up off of the foil, did I do it backwards again? I got to make sure. Nope, I did not. I got to make sure. Yeah, just remember the color side facing down. And there you are. Look how pretty that is. Beautiful. And this is using the foil that actually came with the collection, with this set. So I'm not having any problems with this paper, with these foils. I was just thinking, okay, if something is wrong with the foils, maybe they should return them, but I'm not having problems with the foils. So yeah, that is my test of these, of this, making these foiled cards. And I'm loving it. I'm going to use these as card fronts. You can even take this and write a little note on the back part of it. You could adhere it to something. I'm going to do the edges. And yeah, like I did this. I just kind of ran the edges. These could be card fronts, or you can use them as just hello cards. Yeah, or happy mail cards. Any of that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's my review on this machine. I'm liking it. I'll use this a lot. One day I'll just sit down and foil a bunch of stuff. I'm going to do envelopes. Yeah. Come up with some great ideas of using this machine, but I'm liking it so far. So yeah, I'll be using this quite a bit. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.